Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's that boy Stoy back again with another video, and today I'll be rebuilding the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Nets have not had the best season this year, but they will hopefully have a good draft pick, get one of the big prospects in this year's deep draft class, and continue rebuilding for the future. So, first off, let's look at the rotation that we'll be running with this year. We got Yegor Demin. Let's see how he's been playing this year. I like this pick. He's been on the come up. He's been playing well, shooting very efficiently from three, much better than in college, and he's still got that 6'8" frame as a point guard, which is very, very lengthy and very good size for a point guard. Cam Thomas and Michael Porter here. Gonna probably look to move them at the deadline. Good play, especially Michael Porter Jr. with that big contract. We're gonna look to move him at the deadline. He's been having a breakout year with Brooklyn, being able to play freely, shooting 40% from three, 48% from the field, getting those assists up too, and still getting rebounds. Career high in assists, which is, if you know anything about Michael Porter Jr., you know he does not like to pass the ball. 6'10", small forward, power forward, he can shoot well. Nick Claxton, we also might look to move at the deadline. Then we got some other young guys like Danny Wolf, Ben Sarath, Drake Powell, Nolan Traore, all first-round picks. We'll try to get them in the rotation later in the year, but for now, this rotation we will be running 10 deep. Hopefully, our young players keep developing, and hopefully we can move some of these players at the deadline to tank and get that high first-round pick. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to be rolling with to begin with. I'll see you guys at the deadline when we're going to be making some trades. Okay, so here we are at the 2026 NBA trade deadline, and a team that Michael Porter Jr. has been linked to is the Pistons. So I'm going to try to give them MPJ and Cam Thomas for Ivy, Levert, and then 2 firsts. I don't know if this is going to go through right away. We might have to play with it a little bit, but let's see what they say at first. Add the exception, and they're thinking about it. The trade has been declined, but they do have a counter offer. Okay, so they want to give me 2 seconds. Here, what if I do this? I'll give you 1 second, but take off those extra seconds. See if we can do this. And that is going to be declined, and they're going to counter offer with 2 seconds for another first. Okay, I think we're going to have to do that. So 3 firsts for 3 seconds. Michael Porter, this is kind of a wacky trade, but I think it makes sense for both teams to end. Pistons are going to want those second-round picks for future trades. They're giving up a lot of firsts, and they're giving up a young star, Ivy, who has not been playing his best this year, but he's been injured for a while. So I think we're going to do this trade, and the Pistons get 2 players that can really benefit them, Cam Thomas and MPJ, obviously, microwave scorers. Let's see what that makes the rotation look like now. Now that we'll bump up Levert in the starting lineup, he comes back to Brooklyn. Had some of his best years in Brooklyn back in the late 10s, early 20s in the bubble era. Returns back here. Now we got Ivy starting. Demon obviously is going to stay at point guard. That moves Wolf in the starting lineup. Claxton, let's see. I mean, he's still got some years left on his contract, I believe. Yeah, so maybe that's an off-season trade. We'll keep him around for now. Same with Terrence Mann. That'll be an off-season trade as well. And I think this rotation looks good for now. We're going to let it run like this, and then I will see you guys at the end of the season and in the playoffs. So at the end of year number 1, Nikola Jokic is your NBA MVP. Cooper Flagg wins Rookie of the Year. Reed Shepherd is your 6th Man of the Year. Wemby is the Depoy. Most Improved Player is Buzelis. And Denny Avdia is Clutch Player of the Year, Coach of the Year. Mark Daigneault of the Thunder. And Executive of the Year, Pistons, Christian Bartlett. 56 and 26, very good year for the Pistons. Made that big trade with us, obviously, at the deadline. And yeah, first team All NBA. I doubt we have anyone on any of these teams. Definitely not there. Let's see. All defensive second team. Nope. All rookie first team. We do have Igor Demin on all rookie first team. Finished the season very strong, putting up very impressive numbers. Finished at the year 41% from 3, 50% field goal. If you remember coming out of college, his 3-point shooting was a concern. Obviously, that has not been the case so far. 4 assists per game, 3 rebounds, and 15 points. Really stepped up his scoring in the second half and finished the year great, which you love to see. And yeah, in the playoffs, obviously we did not make it, so we will just simulate the playoffs. In the finals, we have the Knicks and the Timberwolves. Usually, how it works out in year number one. Let's simulate the round. And the Timberwolves are your NBA champions with Anthony Edwards having a great finals and winning finals MVP. And we will take that to the offseason. Let's see who's retiring this year. LeBron, we're going to make him play one more year. The rest of you can probably retire just fine. Kevin Durant, I think he's got some more left in the tank. I'll override that. The rest of you, I think, will be fine. Only one Hall of Fame inductee this year. That is Chris Paul, finishing off an amazing season. Although that was a weird year with the Clippers, I will say they did him kind of dirty. But either way, amazing career, Hall of Famer. Let's just decline. Make sure all these are rejected, and let's head straight into the draft lottery. Let's hope for some luck here. I'm gonna just simulate it to the end, skip the lottery results. Let's hope we get a top 3 pick, and we will get the number 9 pick. Yikes. Yeah, I definitely want a little better than that. I mean, I think I'm gonna try to trade up in this very deep draft. I'm gonna try to trade up to top 3. Yeah, I'm gonna try to trade up here. Let's see what we can do. Maybe throw in Claxton in that pick to try to get into the top 3. Definitely want. I got my eyes on somebody special here. See if we can trade with the Grizzlies for Claxton. The money's not gonna work, is it? Let's see. 23 million. Okay, we can take on some money here. Yeah, this obviously not gonna work. Yeah, Santi Aldama's a little too valuable. Let's see if they have a contract they can dump here. KCP. No. Brandon Clark. A little too valuable. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work out here. Let's try, see if we can get number 4 pick. I really want to sneak up in this draft. And if the Mavericks have it, of course. They're not gonna be able to afford that either. Shoot, let's see what we can do here. Number 5. I think I'd be happy with the 5th pick. I just want to move up. Okay, I think this should work right here. You're gonna say no. I'll throw in a second. They're gonna say no. Here, what about instead of a second, I give you like who's somebody I could throw in here? You want Levert? I'll definitely throw in Levert. He had a solid year. I think he could help the Wizards with Trae Young. They're still gonna say no. Okay, the most I'm willing to do is throw in another second. Okay, and they'll agree to that. All right, so now we got number 5 and number 9. Let's see who goes number 1. Darren Peterson. Number 2 is Cameron Boozer, and that's who I really wanted. Unfortunately, he goes off the board. We'll manage regardless. DeBance goes number 3. Number 4 is Mikal Brown Jr. out of Louisville, so we'll have the 5th pick. Let's see who we got here. I really, really like Caleb Wilson. That's who I'm kind of leaning towards here. It's only got all-star potential, though, in this game, which I think is a little bit disrespectful for him. I think he's going to be a great player. Koa Pete, Phylon. I don't know. I mean, I wanted to take Caleb Wilson, but in the 2K sim, it looks like Ament's got higher potential. So I think we got to go with Nate Ament then. And with that being said, his defense is an A already. Yeah, I guess we'll take Nate Ament then. In real life, I would definitely lean Caleb Wilson, but according to our scouts, Nate Ament is likely to be the better player, so we'll take him. And then now we'll go to the 9th overall pick, and Caleb Wilson is still available, which is interesting. They got the highest ranked player available being Abdelas out of Virginia Tech. Chris Sinak is still available. Kingston Flemings. I mean, Kingston Flemings is a dog. I think he's going to be a great player. He's still available. Braylon Mullins. Trying to think what we really need on this team. Acuff is still available. Let's look at our squad. So obviously we just drafted our power forward of the future. We got our point guard. Could definitely use a wing. Yeah, I think we could definitely use a wing. Might have to go with Braylon Mullins here. I do like Caleb Wilson, but I don't know. We just drafted a power forward. I think I'm going to go with Braylon Mullins out of UConn. He's been stepping up recently in real life in college. I think he'll be a good fit. I'll take him. And that will be our draft class for 2026. We got some big-time names, Nate Event and Braylon Mullins. I like these selections for the Nets. They're going to be good for us. I'm going to pick up the options on all these guys. Darren Sharp played really well for us last year, actually. Had some big games. Zaire Williams also played well. I think we could trade them if we need to at some point. Qualifying offers, I think we can let all these guys go. Besides Ivy, I would like to bring back. We do have some cap room, I believe, but I think that's a good deal for Ivy as well. Make it flat, though. And it looks like Ivy will take our qualifying offer. Yes, he will. We can renounce the rights on the rest of these guys. And yeah, so besides that, let's see. Do we have cap room? We do. Well, I don't know. He's not like that expensive, but we do have some cap room if we wanted to make a move. I don't think we will. I think we're going to tank another year and then try to maybe sneak in the playing game this year, but that's kind of a long shot. I'd like to get another rebuild the team a little bit more before we try to make a run. Yeah, but for now, I think our team's solid. I'll show you guys at the beginning of the next season. So here we are a little bit later in the offseason looking at player progression. Ivy progressed very well. He'll be our best player this year. Igor Demon also progressed really well, up 4 overalls going into his sophomore season. You love to see that. Lots of green on here. Very good to see. Yeah, we'll just continue developing our young guys. I brought in a veteran, Pat Connaughton, to teach some of the wings. He's a good shooter. And I also picked up Andre Drummond as our backup center, another veteran for our big guys. So I'm going to simulate into the next season. Hopefully we're a little bit better this year. I think we had a good draft class. 2027 draft class, I think, will be another solid one. Maybe not as good as this one. This is one of the best draft classes. So from what I personally seen in a while, LeBron is going to retire this year. Yes, you can retire this year, LeBron. And let's look at the rotation we'll be running this year. We got Igor, Ivy, Terrence Mann, Clowney, Sharp. And off the bench, we got Drummond. Saraf is going to get some more minutes. Wolf, Ament, Zaire Williams. And I would like to, I think, let's see. I guess that's the rotational run for now. I'd like to get, we got a lot of young guys. It's going to be hard, but I'd like to get these 3 a little bit more involved at some point. Maybe some deadline moves to free up some space. But for now, that's the rotation we'll be running. And I will see you guys at the deadline if I decide to make any trades. If not, I will see you guys at the end of the season. So at the trade deadline, we're actually doing much better than I expected. We're at the contract deadline now, but I decided not to make any trades at the trade deadline. No big expiring contracts. Just decided to ride the season out. We're in 5th place in the East, 9th in the power rankings. 35-27, much better than I expected. A big step up from last year. Contract extension wise, we got Noah Clowney here. He's again having a solid year. He's a good player. However, I think $17 million is a little bit too much for him right now. So we're going to hold off on that for now, and I will see you guys in the playoffs. So yeah, we did much better this season. So your MVP is Victor Wembanyama. Darren Peterson wins Rookie of the Year. Khalil Ware is your 6th Man of the Year. Depoy is Wemby. Reese Shea is the most improved player, having a great breakout year. Morant is the clutch player of the year. Chris Finch is the coach of the year. And executive of the year is once again Christian Bartlett. So so for All-NBA first team, second team, third team, Darren Peterson is a rookie on All-NBA third team. The defensive first team, defensive second team, all rookie first team, Nikola Topic sliding in on there, 2024 draft pick. Got the big 3. Nate Ament is on all rookie second team. Love to see that. Caleb Wilson, thought about drafted him. I think him and Ament had pretty even years. Sturts, Pete, Quintance had a good year. Pete had a fine year. Yeah, all right, so let's get into the playoffs. So we are the number 4 seed in the East. We're going to be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tighten up this rotation to 9 deep for the playoffs. That'll take Mr. Zaire Williams out of the rotation. Kind of had a down year, but that's okay. Danny Wolf had a shot 40% from 3, had a solid step up. Drummond had a nice year, double-double threat. Saraf had a breakout year, averaging 14 points per game. Clowney had a solid year. Sharp had a very solid year. Ament as a rookie, they're going to be starting him in the playoffs. I don't know about that, but whatever coach wants, he had a solid year. Terrence Mann did fine. We'll probably look to move him in the offseason. Ivy had a breakout year, 23 points per game, 57% from the field, and 37% from 3. He's really been working out just how he expected and how he wanted for him. And at point guard, Igor Demon had a phenomenal sophomore season, 21.6 points per game, 58% from the field, and 40% from 3, all averaging 4.2 rebounds and nearly 5 assists. I really like how this team is developing, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to beat the Hawks in round number 1. We'll take game number 1, and we'll tie up the series. Game number 3 goes to us. Game number 4 goes to them. Game 5 goes to us. Come on, let's finish them. And we advanced to play the Knicks in the second round. And the Brooklyn Nets, in year number 2 of this rebuild, have won a playoff series. I think that's pretty impressive. Now we'll be taking on the number 1 seed Knicks. They let's see their rotation. They got pretty much the same team. Bobby Portis off the bench. Yeah, they got pretty much the same team. But bench pieces are a little bit different, but their starting lineup remains the same as it is currently. Game number 1, we'll take game number 1 in the New York series here. Wow. Game number 1 goes to us. They'll take game number 2. We take game number 3. Now, if we can beat the Knicks, I think that would be a huge statement, and the NBA needs to look out for the Nets. And we take the next game, and we are up 3-1 in the series. Can we, gentlemen, sweep the Knicks? Can we do it? No, they take the next game, game number 5. Game number 6, hopefully we don't blow a 3-1 lead. Please just finish them off now. And this game is going to game 7. Come on. Please don't blow a 3-1 lead, please. And that's heartbreaking. Wow. 1 game away from beating the Knicks, had to win 1 out of the next 3, and we choked just like that. Wow, I thought we had them for sure. And the Knicks will be taking on the Mavericks in the finals, and the Knicks will end up winning the NBA championship after we were 1 game away from eliminating them. Brunson is your finals MVP. That's heartbreaking. However, I do think that is a good look for us, how we were 1 game away from beating them. LeBron will retire as a Chicago Bull. Wow, James Harden will retire. Lots of retirements this year. Hall of Fame inductees, Durant, LeBron, Harden, Westbrook, Lillard. League meetings. Make sure those are all rejected. Let's go into the draft lottery. I don't think we have any lottery picks. We will have the 28th overall pick via New York. The Rockets have our pick. Okay. So not a great pick this year, but I think that's okay. I'm thinking that maybe we can make a trade here and get maybe someone solid here on draft night. I'm gonna see what the market looks like for Mr. Terrence Mann. You get Tyrese Proctor, a couple firsts. I mean, we necessarily don't need another rookie here. What if we tag along these 2 firsts? Do you think we get a big time name? I'm gonna try to compete a little bit here. Yeah, I'll here if we. I'm gonna try to see if I can make a trade happen. If not, I'll show you guys the picks. So I'll be right back. So I didn't draft anyone on draft night, and I didn't get this on camera because I was kind of playing around with it. I didn't expect it to go through. But so basically, what we did was we traded both of our late first round picks, Terrence Mann, and one of the 3 firsts we had next year for Lauri Markkanen, which I think is really, really going to help us compete in the future. I think that's really going to help us, honestly. Getting Lauri Markkanen, we'll obviously pick up the options on all these guys. We didn't really need Terrence Mann, and we get a really solid player. Didn't really need those picks either. We're kind of a deep team right here. Yeah, so let's see how the team's looking, see if we got any team needs. Pretty full besides at center and small forward here. See if we got the bird rights. We do have bird rights. I'd like to bring these two back. I mean, that's a lot of money for Clowney, I'm not going to lie. But we might just have to pay it, I think. Fortunately, I think we're just going to go with it. It is what it is. Yeah, so let's just get those guys. Dayron Sharp, we don't have bird rights for, unfortunately, so I don't think we're going to be able to bring him back. So what we're going to need now is we're going to need a center, most importantly here. I think Derek Lively would fit in that role amazingly. I need a size to go with the Warriors. That hurts a little bit. I'm just going to try to get the best center available. Tata will do the trick. He doesn't want to come. All right, I'm going to have to start offering some more guys. I mean, I guess we could bring Andre back. Jack Londale. I'll offer them both, and I'll try to bring Andre back as well. And definitely need another small forward. We don't need anyone crazy. I think Johnny Furphy would be a funny full fit. We do get Furphy. I would like another center. Then we'll be good to go. I think Jackson Hayes be solid on this team. All right, perfect. So that's the team we will be rolling with. Let's see how the people progress this season. Markkinen is going to decline a little bit, but he's still a really solid player. I think he's still going to be a great fit for this team. Space the floor well. Mullins had a huge offseason, getting much better. Men's getting better. Most of the team is getting better. Love to see that. I will see you guys next season. Well, first, actually, I'll show you guys the rotation we'll be running for this year. I don't know if we're going to make any trades at the deadline, trying to think ahead, but it's very possible. I'm trying to compete now after seeing the season we had last year with that team. I think the sky's the limit for this team. Let's see. Steph Curry will retire. That's fine. This is going to be our last year of the rebuild as well, so I really want to go all in on this team. I don't think Furphy will be starting at the 3. I'd rather honestly have the young Mullins starting there at the 3. Take some of his minutes away. Furphy doesn't need to be playing that much. We'll make it 10 deep again. Make it 10 deep. Put Mullins here. Take Furphy down. Yeah, I don't think Furphy's going to be playing in this rotation, honestly. Wolf is not going to be in the rotation right away, which, I mean, it's fine. He's a solid player, but just don't have space for him right now. Let's see here. I think Igor deserves some more time. Mullins deserves about 26 tonight. Who do we give these last 12 to? I'm giving Danny Wolf. He's been really solid for us. Give some more to Ament. And yeah, so this is the rotation we'll be rolling with. I should probably give Saraf some more, honestly. I'll give Saraf 16 at night. We'll be going 11 deep, a little bit of a big rotation, but we got a deep team. And I will see you guys at the trade deadline if I decide to make a move. If not, I will see you guys in the playoffs. So here we are at the deadline. I think we're doing pretty solid as of recently. We've been heating up a little bit, not maybe doing as particularly good as I expected. So we're going to try to make a move here at the deadline. Igor's still having a great season. Numbers a little bit down, but still playing well, very efficient. Trore's playing good. Saraf is playing solid. Ivy is playing very good again. Berlin Mullins, a big sophomore season, stepping up. Markkinen is playing solid when we need. Clowney's playing solid, but I think we might look to move him. Ament is doing good in his sophomore season as well as Danny Wolf is playing solid. And Drummond's playing good, and Hayes does not play at all. And I think we're going to try to grab someone in that center spot to try to upgrade our team a little bit. And I'm going to be looking at the Clippers here. Not having the best season. Maybe looking to kind of take that rebuilding road. They've kind of got an older team, so I'm going to try to take from them their center. Shoot, I'm going the wrong way. Where is he? There they are. Okay, Zubats And for Zubats, I'm going to give them Mr. Clowney here. Has a big contract, tradable contract. And I'm going to give them a second. Let's see how this does for them. They're going to say no, and they're going to counter offer for Yannick Conan Niederhauser. And I don't know about this trade. I'd rather throw in some extra seconds here. Give them 3 seconds. They're going to say no. They're going to say Jackson Hayes and others. I don't really need Yannick Niederhauser here particularly. I would be opposed to him. This is a lot of seconds also. I would rather, if they really want to get rid of Yannick here, I'd rather just do this. Is that going to work? They're going to want Johnny Furphy in a first. Definitely not trying to trade a first for Keon Johnson. Yeah. You can have Furphy in a second for Zubats here, and they will accept that. Okay, so now I'm going to restructure our team a little bit, switch some positions around. I want Mullins here to be our starting small forward. We're gonna move him to small forward real quick, and then Hayes we don't really need. Zubats will be starting center. Markkinen, Mullins, Powell. We've got a lot of depth on this team, honestly. Zaire Williams, I'm not going to put. I'd like to see if I could trade him, to be honest with you. I don't think we really have in the rotation. We don't have a role for him. Just trying to get him out of the way here. Now, this is an interesting trade. We just got our center, so we're not going to do that. This is another interesting trade. Norman Powell, how's he playing? He's honestly having a solid year. I might want to come back to that. Not trying to trade a first for Miles Bridges, Hachimura for a second, and DeMar. It's another interesting trade. Hachimura is shooting very, very efficiently from the field. That is an interesting trade. I'll come back to that as well. Jace Richardson, straight up for Gafford, no. Musa Diabate, no. Yeah, honestly, I think I like this Norman Powell trade off the bench. I think he brings some winning experience that we really could use. We'll slide him into the rotation. Now we got 2 Powells. I'll probably, I don't know, we got pretty much an 11 deep rotation here, I would say. Just Hayes out the lineup, so I'll sign a veteran wing too, just to fill out this team a little bit. Yeah, let's get like a veteran wing. We got Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, I think it's a good fit. Get us some veterans here. Give them the minimum. Okay. And now let's see how this rotation is gonna look. We'll go 11 deep for now. Starting lineup looks really solid. Powell off the bench, Ahmed, Traore, Saraf, Wolf, Drake Powell, and that will take Drummond out of the rotation. But he's having a solid year. That's tough to do. Who would I rather play here? Honestly, I'd rather play Drummond as a backup center than Drake Powell for right now. I think that's going to benefit us better in the long run. So we'll roll with that rotation for now, and I will see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the final year of our rebuild, we finished with 47 wins. Victor Wembanyama is your MVP. Cameron Huindo is your Rookie of the Year out of France. Your 6th man of the year is Josh Giddey. Wemby's your D point once again. Most improved, Caleb Wilson. Man, he's really come along. Interesting. Maybe we should have drafted him, but I can't complain with the man. Anthony Edwards is your clutch player of the year. Steve Kerr is your coach of the year. As the Warriors are 67-15. Wow, what is this? The vintage Warriors. Alexander Panel, the Warriors, your executive of the year. And here's your all first team NBA, all second team NBA. Darren Peterson is really coming along to be a true superstar. All third team NBA. Got Zion on there. That's good to see. All defensive first team, all defensive second team. Got Jokic on there. All defensive third team. Micah, nice to see, having a great rookie year. All rookie second team. That was all. This was all rookie first team, excuse me. All rookie second team. Darius Acuff getting his first action. Dash Daniels, Nicolas Avdalas. Good to see that. And we finished as the 6th seed in the East. We'll be taking on the Detroit Pistons in the first round. And they got Cam Thomas. Obviously, we traded them. And MPJ off the bench. Ron Holland starting. This is a good team. They got the hometown kid. They drafted Darius Acuff out of Cass Tech, a Detroit kid. It's going to be a tough game, but let's tighten up this rotation real quick for this series. Right now we got 11 deep. Obviously, we cannot run that in the playoffs. I think we're going to take Drummond out of the rotation, shooting 50% from three. Interesting. I think we're going to take Drummond and Wolf out of the rotation for now and just go 9 deep. Let's see, let's make this rotation work. We're a little bit thin at center, but I think we'll be okay playing some small ball. Shorf had a good season. Saraf. Mullins had a great breakout year as our sixth man. We got Zubats. Markkinen had a great year. Powell had a solid year. Ivy had another great year. And Igor Demin has really come along as a pure sniper and efficient player. That's great to see. And playmaking potential has come to full fruition, as was seen in his days at BYU. So here we go. All right, round number 1. This is the last year of the rebuild. Let's hope for the best. And here we go. Game number 1 goes to the Pistons. Game number 2 goes to the Pistons. Game number 3 will go to us. Hopefully we don't go out like this. We've worked so hard for this. And can we come back down 3-1? We cannot. And unfortunately, that's how the rebuild ends. However, if I did continue this, I think we'd make some good progress, as Victor Wembanyama will be your finals MVP and bring home a ring against Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. So although that didn't finish the way we might have wanted it to, I think that we really made some good progress with this team. I think if you showed Nets fans this roster in 2 years, I think they'd be really pleased with it. Ivy, Markkinen, Zubats, your big three. Igor Demin coming along really well. Braylon Mullins, Norman Powell off the bench, Nate Ahmed, Troy coming along, Saraf, Drake Powell. I mean, this is a good team. I think we definitely made some progress. If I kept going, I think we could have made a deeper run in the playoffs. But, you know, making the playoffs that last year, making a little bit of run, I think was really solid for the Nets, and any Nets fans should be happy with that. But with that being said, that'll be the end of the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and comment down any suggestions below, any other rebuilds or any other videos you guys would like to see. And that'll be all for today, folks. Peace out.